Hello and welcome to the cockpit of the King Air C90 Ultimate mod. This is just a short video, kind of a follow-on from the video, my second last one on the C90 Ultimate mod procedures, where kind of the flight from Orkney to Stornoway had a fiery ending when I had engine failure, and I've had a comment. A notification of a comment on YouTube from someone saying that the reason was because I had turned the engine anti-ice off, and the mod has logic that introduces a random error if the vanes are closed below 3,000 feet. I don't know why this comment hasn't appeared. Actually, I saw it in a notification, but it won't appear under the video for some reason. I've checked, it's not in pending comments or anything like that, so don't know why. But anyway, I thought I'd sort of follow up on it and look into it a bit. So what I discovered is that if you just load the plane cold and dark, which is what I've done here, cold and dark state, all the switches basically are off, including the engine anti-ice, the inertial separators. The other thing I've done, and I'm paused at the moment here, the other thing I've done is I've installed the DataRef editor plugin, which you can just find if you just Google it. Drop it into your resources plugins and you can look at data refs. By default you'll see all data refs, but you can search for data refs, and the ones we're interested in, which will become apart in a minute, I'll show you why, are these engine C's failures. Now there's 8 of them, because you can have up to 8 engines, but we've only got 2 engines, so 0 and 1 are the ones we're interested in. Now if I unpause, I'm just going to unpause the sim now, and I think these values are essentially percentages of the failure happening. So if they're set to something like 10%, you might expect 1 in every 10 flights to have an engine failure, 30% 1 in 3, something like that. But if we just watch these for a minute, and we should see C0 and C1 be set to some values. And remember that cold and dark state engine anti-ice is off, but also engines are not currently running as well, obviously. There we go. We've now got 21, assuming this is percentages, that's 21% chance of the left engine and 26% chance of the right engine. Now the other thing that you can do is look at edit failures. Now I previously looked in here and I've done fix all systems. I couldn't see any engine failures, okay, but it turns out these C's failures actually show up under prop, and in fact they failed. Now you can fix all systems. The data refs up here go back to 0, but if I just leave the plane sitting here for another minute, they'll pop back again. So why is this happening? So what we have to do is have a look at the one of the Lua script files that comes with the mod, and it's this C90 sys Lua file, and there's various failure scenarios modeled in here using explain data refs to read settings of switches and engines and then to set their failure percentages. And this function here is one that we're interested in. Separator 1 engine fail. There's also separator 2, but I mean it's just a duplicate for the left and right engine. So we'll just look at the left one. And it has these checks basically. It says if your radio altitude is less than 10 feet, i.e. you're on the ground, and the engine's running, which we'll come to in a minute, and anti-ice is off, then if you're on grass you get, or noisy, which I guess might be gravel, you get percentage between 6 and 15, assuming they are percentages. I may be wrong on that, but some value that means it's gonna fail at some point. And then if you're not on grass, you get between 6 and 30. Also, if you're not on the ground, you're actually in the air and you're less than 3,000 feet, again you're going to get the engine C's failure mode set. So okay, kind of thinking, well, that basically means I have to leave the inertial separators, the engine anti-ice switches on all the time. But as you see back in the sim, you don't even really get a chance, because the C's percentages are being set even when the engine's not running. The reason for that is that the code here is wrong. So this check here, simdr engine running 0. 0 just means the left engine, 1 is the right engine. And if we look at what that value is at the moment in X-Plane, if you look at data for running, you'll see engine running is actually 0. 1 to 8 is 0. They're all 0. So why is this evaluating to true? It's because in Lua, a 0 is true. And don't ask me why. So what you need to do is put equal 1 in there and in here. Then that way, code's only going to come in here if the engine's actually running. So that's the fix. I'm going to see if I can post that on the actual forum where the mod is uploaded to see if the original developer will fix it. For now, the workaround is load cold and dark. If you're quick, I guess, because I don't think the function runs until 60 seconds are up. So if you're quick, you can just turn the engine anti-ice switches on straight away. Now that won't, if these C's values have been set, that won't fix them. But what you can do then, obviously, is go into edit failures, fix all systems, apply changes, and you'll notice the C's values are now 0, and with the engine anti-ice switches on, they will stay that way, but basically you cannot turn these off then. So that's really another issue, because of that check of being below 3,000 feet, it means that say you turn them off before takeoff, and then as you're quite within your rights to do, as far as I understand it, you would leave them on for start and for taxiing, turn them off for takeoff, and then you probably wouldn't put them back on unless you were entering icing conditions or volcanic dust or something. But that means as soon as you then, basically on climb out, you're going to be below 3,000 feet, so your engine failure mode is going to trigger. So essentially, you've just got to leave them on. So anyway, if that's the way the mod works, I'm not going to worry too much about that. If I just have to remember to turn them on, which turn them on before start is what you're meant to do anyway. Just I won't turn them off anymore. But that logic with the engine running check does need to be fixed. So I'll see if I can contact the mod developer about that. But anyway, I just wanted to post this because I'm pretty sure this is what's caused my engine fires. Although I guess a C's shouldn't really lead to a fire, or maybe it will lead to a fire. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll do some test flights now with the code fix in place and just check that this does fix it. But I'm pretty sure that'll be it. But it was just interesting, I thought, to see that these failures were actually being triggered, even with the engines not even running, which obviously they shouldn't be. So I'm pretty sure that is the cause. Anyway, that was it. Just a quick video. So hopefully see you soon on another flight, and bye for now.